Welcome to Bay Waves, where we're spotlighting emerging talent in the Bay. You know, those people making waves in the Bay. I'm your host, Johnny T.
I'm Dylan. I don't like this.
Okay, you don't like when I dance? You've never seen me dance. We've never gone out dancing.
We've never gone out dancing.
How often do you go out dancing, though?
0 times out of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because you can't dance, or you find it
I actually
appalling?
don't. I actually think I can because I'll dance at home with the right
I
music.
bet you can dance.
I'm not bad.
Yeah.
Like I have rhythm. I'm a percussionist. I'm a drummer.
Yeah, you know music.
I know music.
You're
I play.
flexible.
And I used to be in a breakdance crew.
Oh my gosh.
Should we interview me on the show? And I could be me, like now me and past me.
You can like break dance on the table.
I can
like
break dance on
maybe,
the table. I know some moves.
Crack your neck. And
I used to like go to like a
the
dance studio
paramedics.
every week, and I'd practice and I'd practice
Okay.
and I'd practice, and then I got into this team, and then we did some shows, and we won a show. We won a battle once actually.
Whoa! What, you just completely lost this? So you don't dance anymore?
As I got older, something overcame me. I mentioned this in
It's called puberty. Yeah. Something overcame.
No, I mean I
me.
danced post puberty though.
Okay.
I wasn't like 10 and breakdancing in a breakdance crew. We were called Tech Tricks.
like the tech-techs, but tricks.
It was based off of Tetris.
Oh, okay.
We'd
Not
each
as fun.
like it was a part of like our routine to do something called tutting, where we would each play blocks of Tetris, and tutting is this shit.
Oh,
really.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not good at it. We had people that were way better at that. I was doing more power move stuff, so I was like learning how to spin and learning how to be on my hands upside down and stuff.
Yeah, that's type of dancing that you can't really do at a dance club, right? Or a dance bar.
Yeah, I just break out and I start doing handstands.
And that would look
yeah.
so dumb.
That would
It
look
would be like, that
stupid.
guy's trying way too hard. Let's
Yeah.
throw our alcohol on him to get him to shut.
Out at the Roxbury, where like they're just like trying to take over everything. So wait, when you go dancing, you go to the club?
I don't go to clubs, but I'll go to bars that have like a dancing element, right? Like
you're not
I
going
don't really want to
clubbing.
go to Temple, right?
Okay.
And literally just boom, 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 because that's not even real dancing. Like sometimes clubs are more just like vibing to some some
That's
deep
the
house
electronic
music.
house.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I think there's some
You like
bars,
to real dance.
Yeah, I think there's some bars where they'll play just like poppy, fun dance music,
Uh-huh.
right, late at night, and I
That's
used to
what
do
you
it-
like.
Yeah, I enjoy those bars. I don't do it too often,
Uh-huh.
and then I've been going to a ton of weddings over the past year.
You were always at a wedding.
Dude, there was a period last October and November where out of like the 8 weeks of those 2 months,
Yeah.
5 of them were a wedding.
Jesus.
And one of them was a bachelor party, and I was totally exhausted. And then this year I've got a couple weddings, and weddings are fun, but you gotta lean into the dancing. Otherwise, you're you're just a grouch in the corner.
That's what I'm
right?
gonna be. I have
Yeah.
I'm a groomsman in a couple of months. I'm
Don't be a
totally gonna be a grouch. I know it's not.
You're not a grouchy person.
I'm not. It's one of the weird things about me. It's dancing and singing in front of others is really hard. I have like
That's insane.
It's almost like it's not a phobia. It's
That's
weird.
insane.
It's weird.
As a performer and someone who's in a band.
I know I'm on stage quite a lot. And I have
What
no
is wrong with
clue
you?
what it is. I
Okay.
used to get this thing about drumming. Drumming used to be one of the hardest things for me to do on stage.
Yeah.
Of all the, I do stand up, I do improv, I do whatever. But I mean, my hands would go numb. That was part of my like stage fright anxiety stuff.
Whoa.
And if for anything else, it's fine on stage because you can't tell.
Sure.
Not like this, right?
Yeah.
Like, but drumming, it's not fine.
Yeah.
So I've definitely like
You knew
like
these
in
words.
shows sometimes like hold the stick like a monkey, and I'm like drumming like an idiot because like I'm like I can't feel my fingers. That's a long time ago. I haven't done that. I haven't felt that way since like my early mid 20s. But
That's
I don't know what it
crazy.
was. I know it's so weird. Do you
Did
get
you-
stage fright still?
Stage fright, a little bit. I'll get nervous before some shows, just like good anxiety nerves, right? On stage.
Where do you feel it?
Where do I feel it? In my gut.
Your gut,
Yeah.
like bubble
As-
guts, like you got to take a shit. Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That type of thing.
Mhm.
Like a good pre-show
Pre-show
dump.
poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it calms me down.
You
Yeah.
cross your legs on the toilet. You're doing some meditation.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Buddha taught me. So, but yeah, I think we should do like some karaoke. I think that would be fun because
I can't
that's
do
an
that.
environment be like no one cares
If
how
we're in a
bad you
room
sound.
together,
Yeah.
Asian style Korean karaoke,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I can do that all day. That's
Okay.
fun for me. Um, I used to do it a lot more. And I would do it on my birthdays. And it's mostly because I get to do DMX, which is my go-to. I say every word.
Oh my gosh.
DMX stuff though is so funny. It's
Yeah.
like fun and funny and ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's a tinge of humor, I kind of don't mind as much.
Yeah.
But as soon as I actually have to like showcase dance and singing skills,
Dude,
which
that's
nobody
so
cares
true.
but me,
No
it's
one
like
cares. Yeah, if you take karaoke too seriously, again, it's off-putting for the rest of folks. There's got to be some humor,
mhm.
some vulnerability there. I love to do Fergalicious.
See, that's perfect. That's funny.
Because it's just a funny
That's good
song,
stuff.
right? And you gotta dance and be a little salacious.
But there's something about everybody singing together. It's like white folks
very-
fucking love
yeah.
it. I can't stand like I can't
Oh.
honestly, even watching white people dance makes me so uncomfortable.
Is this gonna be a white wedding that you're going to soon?
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
it's a mixed couple. He's white. He's one of my oldest best friends, and then she's Latin, and
Yeah.
she's like a professional dancer, and she actually has like a dance TikTok. Like she's like,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
if they, you know, curate the playlist.
Oh, they will,
And it
'cause
will be
yeah.
anti-white music, right? I once went to a
It
wedding.
probably will be because
Yeah.
he's a musician and he's also a wedding DJ
Oh my
for
God.
fun, like on the side. He's a teacher by
So
day,
he's gonna
but
pick the right
he's
stuff.
gonna have like a
Yeah.
killer playlist.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you go to these white weddings and it's like the second song that's played is YMCA, and
Yeah,
it's like I want to kill myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, watching any white people dance in any way, I'm mostly upset. Like
You're mostly upset.
mostly upset.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
I'll remember it the next time I want to go. Like,
Yeah, that's why I
this.
didn't like that. It felt like you were dancing, and it like
Insane.
I got upset by it.
Insane.
Maybe it's if they're professional, maybe that's a different story.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I got a weird thing about it all.
Yeah, you got a weird thing. I'll just like wear masks like the Jabberwockies.
And then I won't know
then you won't know.
what you are.
Yeah.
What color you
Imagine
are.
if I just wore a mask for this podcast.
You got to wear a mask and you got to wear gloves so I don't see those filthy
Those
fucking
filthy hands of mine.
Yeah. Those like pale, pasty mayonnaise fingers you walk around with. Is it suck to look down at your hands and go like, this is what I look like? This is my color? Does that suck for you, dude?
It's insanely rude. The inside of your hands are almost just as white as mine.
Well, they're not. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
So we talk a lot about race in this episode.
a lot about race. We've got a really good guest
Mhm.
on this episode today. Who do we have? Dylan?
Buddy of mine named Seth. I don't know his last name. Is it Vargas?
Okay, so this is one of those things. It's like sometimes you have very close friends and you're around them so long that you just don't even know their last names because like you never talk about
They're
it.
just
right?
a first name person.
They're a first name person.
Yeah.
And
I see this guy every week because we're in a
Yeah.
band together.
you guys are close buds.
He's
yeah.
a very fun guy, amazing at guitar, and even more amazing at artwork.
Yeah.
He's a hand sign painter. That doesn't sound right. What does he do?
Yeah, he's a painter,
He's a
right? That
painter.
specializes in signage.
That's right.
So a lot of
And everything's
lettering and
hand done.
typography. Yeah. Hand
Mhm.
done. So a lot of storefronts and boats and murals.
Mhm.
Exceptional artists.
Huge
Creates
murals.
A lot
I mean,
of his,
like 120 by 80-foot murals,
insane stuff.
which you have to do with multiple people because there's like otherwise you die. I think doing that. But
Your whole life would just be painting.
would just be
large
painting. But when
buildings.
you got 4 or 5 professional artists doing these giant murals, he's done some for like Apple and for like Post-its, the company, and like all these big companies. But his the bulk of his bread and butter is local signage for local stores.
Yeah, mom and pop restaurants and shops who
Yeah.
need a little flavor to their facade. And
Yeah.
I think that's great.
So
'cause
if you're
he's,
like
helping
in-
out the community,
If you're in the
know?
Bay Area, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of these handmade signs, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Done by
that's
him.
Seth.
That's Seth. That is opposite the vinyl printed signs that he said kind of started to flourish in the 80s, 90s,
Yeah.
2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because I'm gonna be walking around looking out for storefronts that I can tell are actually hand painted, right?
It'd
And
be
I'm gonna be
cool if you
like,
put a little signature at least. So you can,
oh, just in the
that's a
corner
Seth thing.
somewhere.
But
Yeah.
but I think once you start
SV.
to, I mean, I wonder because everybody's got their own taste, right? He's still an artist, his own flavor. So I do wonder if like you eventually, if you can calibrate enough to be like, oh, that's his artwork. Like I know I know what he
Yeah.
does. I know what his typography looks like.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
had your own signature font, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
That
If
would
like
be
be like,
cool.
whoa, I know. Do you know any like people's fonts? Like that's not a thing. Like people don't really
No,
have like
not so much. I do feel like there's like the fonts that do stick out for particular like media. Like so like I know a Goosebumps font when I see a Goosebumps
sure.
font,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I don't know the person that made it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's hand drawn, it looks hand drawn, and then
Yeah.
but
Some
it's the
IP
same
is like
font
that.
for like 120 books or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes you know that, or like the Lord of the Rings font with
right.
like the O with the
Yeah,
ring.
somebody
It's
created that,
yeah, someone did create that.
and that's
That's
what
quite
Seth
cool.
does. He
Yeah.
he will build entire alphabets with his by hand, and then it sounds like he'll then go and digitize them, and he probably uses it mostly for cataloging,
Hmm.
and potentially for like here's what your storefront's going to look like with this font or with this font or
Yeah.
with this one.
But
Yeah.
it's a super neat process. That whole from initial request to design to curation to actual painting.
Hmm.
That whole process I knew nothing about, and it was really cool to listen to him talk
Yeah, so
about
you
it.
get to learn about how he went to schooling through this, how he views art now from when it was, and how things might look like in the future. We talk about AI. Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
interesting guy with an interesting job, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm
All right,
excited.
all right, Dylan. Let's jump into our guest, Seth Vargas.
Are you using computers at all for your work? Like, how do you?
Yeah. So like, there's like a small sect of sign painters that like are, I think, for fashionable reasons, like anti-computer aided
Sure.
technology.
Uh huh. You're pretty into tech. I've seen you.
Oftentimes people like, I don't know. I don't think that like if you want to like make money at this, like speed is the name of the game, and like that's what I was taught. It's like
Just raw output.
well, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like there's like a faction of people who like think of it as like this like sacred art thing, and like the guy who taught me, Doc Guthrie at LA Trade Tech, he was like, look, do you want to like provide for your family? He's like, if you want to provide for your family,
Okay.
like a welder or a plumber does, then like you need to treat it like any other trade.
Sure.
And that means using what you have to your advantage. And there obviously being artistic is like kind of one of the criteria for
Yeah.
like kind of wrapping your head around it. But I do think that like most people, if you have the patience, can learn this just like any other trade.
So what are you using computers for then? Is it the design process of it? Is it inspiration?
Kind of. I'll use computers. So like I primarily, what I did was a little bit of a different route. A lot of what I did is I hand painted alphabets,
Okay.
and then I vectorized them and turned them into fonts.
Oh,
So instead of sitting and having to draw the letter A 50 times for a layout, I can now just like type my
yeah.
unique like
You have it as a
lettering,
reference point.
and then I
Okay.
just like can do a layout of a sign on Sign Lab, or I can do a thumbnail sketch on a piece of paper, take a photo on an iPad, ink it, and now I can blow it up and print it.
Yes. Got it.
Print it out as like loosely. It's called a pounce pattern, but like think of it as like a stencil that
Yeah.
we perforate and then place on the wall or sign or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But you are hand painting it,
It's all hand painted though. Yeah.
but there's something you're perforating and putting on the wall.
Paper.
But you're painting through the stencil.
No. What you would do is you would basically a stencil is just like the line drawing, right? It's perforated, So when you push charcoal, if it's a light surface, or like talcum powder or baby powder on a dark surface, you get the dots of your outline transfer it to the wall
Yeah.
and you pull the paper off.
Ah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
that's
That's your guide.
your guideline. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
kind of like in tattooing when they use that purple ink stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Okay.
sorrel paper or whatever. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same,
Okay.
same concept. There's like a lot of like parallels to like sign painting in like tattoo culture.
Really?
Like, and as far as like the workflow goes and like the type of people who do it.
How would you describe that?
I don't know. It's like kind of like a joke that like, you know, if you're like a graffiti dude and like you get burned out or you get sober, you have two career paths. One's sign painter, one's a tattoo artist.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Well, we know which one you took. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like cliche, I
That's
guess.
funny. But you
in
did
small
start off
circles.
graffiti, right?
Yeah, used to write graffiti for, I don't know, man, since I was like probably started in like the 5th, 6th grade.
Damn.
Like just
Nice
like
punk
little kid fucking writing
Yeah.
on shit. Yeah.
Is that your first
Yeah.
like? I'm really into art. I'm really into like painting on walls.
I think when you're a kid, like it looks cool and like you're in class and like I didn't really, like I would listen in class and I wasn't like disruptive or anything like that, but like I wasn't super engaged with it. So like depending on the class, like I remember I would just be in history class. I was quiet, but I would just
doodling.
draw.
You were a
no
doodler.
no one would bother me. The whole back of the classroom would smell like paint pens or whatever. You know what
You're
I
like
mean?
doing this with the pen.
Yeah, like Sharpies and shit like that. And
Oh, were
just-
you sniffing a lot of
just
Sharpies? Were you
draw.
a Sharpie sniffer?
No.
Okay, yeah. You'd give your dead Sharpies to other kids to sniff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. That's part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a whole separate trajectory of stuff. You know.
That would have
Like
happened for
graffiti.
you if you continued, or that you did do, because do you still graffiti at all?
I mean, not like, I don't know, to be like really into it takes so much, like, to like really do it right, you have to devote so much fucking time into it. And like, I think that when you want to do anything well, it takes a tremendous amount of time. I know very few people who can like balance like a healthy like life and also balance like a very active like graffiti career.
For real?
Yeah, it's not very common. Like,
And then when you say career, do you mean like, are they?
Yeah, are they getting paid for some stuff?
I mean, maybe to some degree, but like honestly, like I think most people do it kind of as like a
Yeah, as a
passion
hobby.
thing,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
passion thing. Yeah.
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 He showed me a zine that him and his buddies made. You and your bunch of your friends went
Yeah.
on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go to?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
And just like
Yeah.
tagged things and took a bunch of
Yeah.
photos of themselves and their art.
Yeah,
And then
that-
they made a zine of their vacation.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
cool.
so cool.
It's just like Xerox
Yeah.
photos, memories. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to. You're basically like scrapbooking.
Yeah. I mean,
That's reductive.
yeah. I mean,
What the
Dog walker
fuck?
or
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
portion of graffiti is like scrapbooking. It's called black booking. You know what I mean? It's
For
like
real?
where all of your like sketches and practice shit and
It's your portfolio.
piece ideas are all on paper in a book. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's scrapbooking.
Oh, okay. I like
Yeah.
that.
See, not reductive.
Okay, sorry. I'm just
They just call
I'm
it a
just
cooler
ignorant.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a better word for scrapbooking.
Did you say
right? 'Cause
black
that-
booking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black booking?
Why is
That's
it called black
cooler.
booking?
Hard bound black book.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Why is it called scrapbooking? Probably scrap paper.
Yeah, they're doing They're cutting
Yeah,
shit
the
out.
English
Putting
language
pieces
is
of shit
flexible.
in it.
Yeah. The English language is flexible.
We're
but
really
sometimes
shitting. We're really shitting on like young adult white women right now who scrapbook constantly.
that's okay.
Vision-
I don't think
vision
they
boarding.
make up. Yeah, I don't think they make up too much of our
I'd like
audience.
to see a graph writer's vision board. It's like fucking Hennessy and like a bag of blow. Like,
Dude, I'm a little bit
a
embarrassed.
car on fire.
I think I showed you, but I made my first vision board when I was bored out of my mind in I had COVID for a while, and so I was like, how do I want to make this thing? And so I just ended up using like Canva, but I put all of my shit because I have so many projects.
Yeah.
So many like
Yeah,
art
you-
projects, including one with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so the one with you, it's just a big picture of your face, and I have one with you too.
Is
It's doing this thing.
Is it a big picture of my face too?
No,
Oh.
it's your bod.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy has
I've got a
more
face for
energy than I've
podcasting.
ever more bandwidth than anyone I've ever met.
No,
for
come on.
capacity for projects.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a
It's
project
insane.
boy.
Yeah.
But he spreads himself really thin. And he's gonna burn out one day, and all of a sudden it's gonna be like, no, Dylan
gonna break
actually
someone's
moved
heart.
to like to East Washington. And be like, okay,
I'm gonna live in the middle of like the woods. Like
back to New-
nobody fucking
Go back
mentioned
to
the
New
word
Mexico.
project.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
don't
back to
know.
New Mexico and just sit in like
Yeah.
a
Solitude.
yurt.
yeah,
Yeah.
But he is a little Energizer bunny when it comes to projects.
Somebody, did I bring this up last time? Have you heard of Wilson's disease?
No.
Okay, this is my brother started telling me about it because his wife, my sister-in-law, was reading an article that all dogs have Wilson's disease. They're selectively bred for them, unknowingly, unbeknownst to us. But Wilson's disease is this affect that these dogs get where they're just really excited and happy all the time. So we selectively breed for that as
Oh.
opposed to like the boring or shitty or mean dogs. So we tend to have things that are a little bit more chipper
It's a
in our
disease?
lives. Yeah, and apparently humans can get it too. And so when my brother was telling me about this, I was like, the first thing that came to mind was the show that I watched, and I was like, that dude must have because he's such a different human than I've ever seen on the show that I watched. And my brother's like, have you seen Love on the Spectrum? I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, does that guy have what he's like? Yeah, that guy says like in his interview, like I have Wilson's disease and I have autism. That's what the show's about. It's like autistic people dating, but he's just like constantly happy and he's like this all the time. And he's like,
That doesn't. I don't know. When I think disease, I think of an impediment, right? Like
Well-
something that is negative.
it's
but this
basically
seems pretty good.
it seems like the opposite of depression. And well, I mean, I guess opposite of depression is manic or
I guess
mania.
they missed the memo with cats though.
yeah, cats
like
don't
that.
have
Dude,
that.
cats are
Cats.
so chill. We need to inject some Wilson disease.
The only reason I brought it up is I mentioned it to our friend Brittany the other day, and she's like, "Yeah, I think you have that."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, you're like a puppy. You're like just this
Yeah.
thing running around all the time, always chipper." And I don't know if I'm like always chipper, but I do think I have. I think I have more energy than I actually have.
Yeah, and for someone who doesn't consume much caffeine, right? It's really annoying how much energy you have, right?
Well-
Like I just chugged a coffee. Seth over here is chugging a Celsius, and you're just drinking
That's
water
water.
all day.
That's water in
and
my
you
coffee
got
cup.
way more energy than me most times of the day.
I get energy when I'm around people. That's why. So that's why it feels. I
You
think.
ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Ghibli?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fire. Am I
I
the fire
imagine
boy?
like when his hair gets dyed the different color and he's so depressed and he like goes to his room and he throws a tantrum and he just melts into the couch. I imagine like if you ever hit a low, that's what it's
gonna
like
be.
fucking tragic for
You guys aren't gonna hear from me
Like-
for 18
like,
months.
it's just- you ever hit that low, it's just gonna fucking earth shatter.
Yeah. Have you ever burnt out?
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit on a burnout right now.
Okay.
Even
But-
though
but
I've,
you
like-
still add more and more to your plate.
Yes, like
Classic.
I'm like teaching a new class starting Wednesday, and then
Oh, yeah, I was supposed
I'm
to
getting invited to like 1 or 2 new shows to start doing weekly. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like something's got to give.
Something's got to give.
So
Yeah, but it won't be this podcast.
Not Tuesdays.
Yeah.
our Seth's gonna
Not this
yell at me.
podcast. Not
Already
this-
said.
That's band practice. No, we decided Tuesday's a good day. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Seth, would you ever like get into tattooing? Like being a tattoo artist? Is this something
No,
that you're
not for
interested in?
me.
No.
Early on,
This dude's got a shit ton too.
I know,
Early
yeah.
on, I did for a while, and like for me, it was just way too much. Like, I don't know,
It's too
physical
much what?
touch.
Oh.
Way too much. Way too personal for people.
Okay.
Way too much.
You don't have that disease
No,
for like
I don't.
one
and
physical
like
touch.
I don't know.
Oh, it's too personal
like-
for you?
Yeah, I just like I don't know, man. Like you're dealing with like people's plasma and blood and fucking I don't know.
So it gross
They
you
want
out.
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
It gross you out.
And like I don't know.
They
It's
want
just-
stupid shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like I don't know. And plus, I was always more drawn to like letters and stuff than as opposed to like imagery. So,
Is that
like,
calligraphy, typography, lithography? Like, what is it? The
What?
letter thing. There's
Let-
like the
letters?
like writing letters fancy.
Typography, right?
Well,
Typography.
typography refers to like typography would be like in like a digital format.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
So
like
type, and then I guess you would say like lettering.
Lettering.
Lettering would be like your like calligraphy is a certain style of lettering, hand lettering.
Okay.
Typesetting is like sometimes used for like digital, but really typesetting was how they used to like arrange like early Bibles. They were typeset blocks, pressed blocks with ink, and
okay.
that's how they would typeset and then print stuff off. Physical blocks at the shapes of the letters pressed onto like a medium.
Oh, we're talking about like OG printing press.
Yeah, lithograph is like I couldn't really tell you exactly what a lithograph is, but it's a more modern like way of like screening. Yeah, there's all kinds.
My
of,
dad's
there's all
a-
kind of minutia when it comes to that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
My dad's his first job out of high school, him and his twin owned a printing press, and so it's like his dad had money and bought them their first business, like office or like helped them with their rent, and so they just owned this giant printing press, and that's what they did for years. And then he got into graphic design. So it's really cool when I like.
It's like fuck that. This is way easier.
Yeah, I think so. yeah. I think it's more. It's less laborious than like the mechanics of print, like running printers like that.
Yeah.
And these are like huge printers, right?
Okay.
Are soup it up, sip it up.
Dude, you want to lick that up?
Yeah. Dude, you want to lick that?
We're a leave no trace type of household.
So you never got into that. So you never got into the printing. You never got
No,
into screen printing. You never
no.
got into. Okay, gotcha.
How many fonts have you created? Like unique fonts?
Oh, I don't know. They're not like for resale or anything. They're just
Okay.
ones that I use for personal stuff. I think I just do like a few basic ones because like really it's only for like just layout stuff.
yeah.
Laying them out so the client can see them in a digital form. Pretty
Okay.
much, I find it's like helpful for them. They want to see pretty much exactly what it's going to look like, which is tough for someone who's not a graphic designer because it's like paint isn't the colors you see on a screen vary from screen to screen.
Sure.
It'll never be exact, so it's kind of always like an approximation of like what it will actually be. And then I'm colorblind, so like it will always be
You're fucking
different.
colorblind?
Yeah.
Which type?
Dude.
The Dutron, I can't remember the exact name. They're all weird names.
Is it red,
but it's
green?
The,
Is
it's
it-
yeah, the one most people are is red, green, colorblind.
Gotcha.
Oh my
severe.
God. Is that difficult in
your work?
role?
Well, I found
The only
out
thing
a-
worse than that is being blind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe
I-
you're like a Mozart type where it's like,
I found
oh,
out
I'm
a-
actually a prodigy, but
Right.
I'm deaf. You know?
I see colors you can't see.
I found out a messed up way. I
What?
found out, yeah. So like, I got my first job. I was working with a house painter. A neighbor of mine had a house painting company, and then I ended up getting. He got me a job at Kelly Moore Paints.
Okay.
And I had to take a physical for this job at a paint store, which was weird to me
Yeah,
as like
that
a
is weird.
16-year-old kid. And
Are
I
you
had
sure
to
it was
do like I pass a
necessary?
drug test. I had to pass a drug test, which is like
Dude, what?
I never really smoked weed much after I stopped for that
Ah, okay.
test, but and I had to take a vision test, and he did a colorblindness test, and he's like, you're colorblind, and I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you totally blew this test. And I was young, and he was pretty young doctor dude at this like testing place, and I was just like, dude, I really want this job, like I need this job, and he was like, all right, and he like passed me, and I got the job at Kelly Moore, and they never told him I was colorblind. And so
What?
like about 6-7 months in, I was like okay at the job, and I got a big order for this Chinese restaurant in town, and they ordered like something like 40 gallons of like this like color matched red paint. And I was
Sure.
like, they're like, here you go. It was one of like the first big orders. So like I shot it all off, and I had it ready for them to pick up, and they came by and they looked at it, and they're like Chinese couple older that owns this restaurant. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my God.
And I was like, what? And I look at him like, yeah, it looks great. And my boss comes up and he's like, what is this? I'm like, what's the match, you know? And he was just like, he's like, dude, this is pure straight pink. And I was like, what? And I was like,
No.
I don't see it. And he's like, are you colorblind? And I was like, oh, I don't think so, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, anyways, so yeah, I just like destroyed like whatever it was, like so many gallons of paint. They ended up buying it, so now there's like a restaurant in Livermore that's like pink.
What?
Yeah,
They got
it for
I actually recommend this
they
paint.
got it for a crazy discount,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
yeah.
were like, "Fuck it, we'll take it."
That's
yeah.
fucking
So
hilarious.
now it's like
Just
a
pink Chinese
Yin
restaurant.
Yin in downtown Livermore.
Oh my god. Check
We
it
gotta
out.
check 'em
That's
out.
Seth's
Go
mistake.
peep it, yeah.
Dang.
And surprisingly, I didn't get fired for that though. I got fired because it was raining. I went in the bathroom one day and I scratched I scratched my tag into the mirror in the bathroom, and
At your
and it was-
own work?
Yeah.
Dude.
And then in the winter, it was really rainy, and I was bored, so I was making stencils out of cardboard and spraying with all the extra overstock paint onto cardboard. And I left it there, and he just read what was on the cardboard and matched it to the fucking tag. In the
Oh, you
God.
weren't even
Stupid.
sneaky about
So
it.
stupid, yeah.
That's
just-
16-year-old Seth.
Yeah,
That's
that was
such
just
punk teen
that's just like
graffiti artist
not
type of
giving
behavior.
a fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
being so dumb. Like,
I always wonder
dang.
who the people are that are doing the etching into the mirrors, like the mirrors getting immediately ruined. What are you etching with?
oh shit, I don't know. At that time, probably just like sandpaper.
Oh,
Or like a
Sandpaper.
nail or something. I can't even
Oh,
remember
okay,
at that time.
okay.
Now they have all tools, scribes for them.
Oh.
They make metal scribing tools and stuff. but,
Gotcha, but that's not what these kids are carrying.
No.
That's
Maybe
16-year-olds.
nowadays,
Yeah, I
that
guess
stuff's pretty
maybe.
readily available now.
Did you find that
Before
shit on
it was like
Temu?
you'd get a fucking lava rock off someone's like,
Yeah.
rock lawn and use that. But-
Yeah. Dang. So we were talking a bit about your signage and your murals. Do you have a preference for what you're doing? Like the stuff I'm looking at, it's like you do, what's that called again? Gold
leaf?
gold
Yeah,
leaf filleting.
Mhm.
You do these giant 120-foot murals. You do like what's that called? Like realism?
Yeah, it's like photorealism painting.
Yeah. Do you have like preference for the stuff that you're working on? Because you're kind of all over the place in terms of like what you're capable of doing.
I mean, the goal was the whole point of even doing the wall dog stuff was to be like super well rounded.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like a lot of guys, they'll kind of pigeonhole themselves into one thing, and I just was like, I want to make sure I can do everything,
Mhm.
and so I went that route. I would say like preference wise, like I don't know. I think that like each of them has their own benefits. Like gilding is great. It's got a good profit margin. It's stressful as fuck.
What's gilding?
Gilding is the gold leaf
Gotcha.
application, yeah,
Gotcha.
on glass and stuff. It's good profit, but it's also just like stressful. You know, there's a lot of steps involved
Yeah.
in that process. I'd say I probably like doing like full storefronts, like where I have like a decent amount of like control over the design and like.
Do you have an example?
Yeah, there's probably some good examples.
Oh, you did
in
Peach
there.
in Oakland.
Yeah.
You do a lot of Oakland-based stuff, I'm assuming.
I do a lot of Oakland-based. Like, this is a good one. This is Garaje in San Francisco. It's a small storefront.
That looks really nice.
But, like, this is a client who came to me with, like, no
clue what they wanted.
no clue what they wanted. So I really got to just kind of, like, go off and fill the space well. And,
Do you
like,
prefer that
yeah.
when you get more of the artistic direction? Or do you like it
Yeah.
when somebody comes to you and you're like, here's what I'm looking for?
It really depends. As
Okay.
long, because, like, it's twofold. Like, some people, like, when it comes to, like, lettering and stuff, people don't understand. Like, they just know that they don't like something, but they can't really articulate. Many people can't articulate to you why they don't like it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I
Sure.
mean? So it's kind of up to you to, like, know enough about what you're creating and who you're creating it for to, like, bridge that gap for them.
What's that process like? Because there's like, hi, I'm Seth. I'm going to figure this out for you. And like,
I mean, not anymore.
Okay.
Like, it used to be more like selling
mhm.
like that. You know what I mean? Showing examples, selling. It's kind of turned to a point now where it's more a lot of word of mouth.
Yeah. But in
so-
terms of like knowing who your client is and what they're actually looking for versus what they say and what you're trying to what you're
Yeah.
trying to envision for them.
Finding a good match, like as far as like with clients is like it can be tricky. You know, at the end of the day, they get what they want, and it's up to you whether you do it for them or not. I've turned down stuff because, you know, maybe it wasn't worth my time. Maybe it was just like, you know, not worth the money versus like what they were asking me to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like maybe they were just like kind of like shitty people and gave me a bad vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like,
You're like, this isn't worth it.
it's not even, yeah, there's a threshold where it's worth it. There's like some people will like, they don't necessarily think the person would be like a good, like, you know, someone to go into business with.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, well, the bid just went up 3 times the amount, and if they get it, well, cool, then it'll be worth it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't do that really. I just sort of,
Because you'll be working with these people
draw
for
a
a few
line.
weeks to a few months.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's two kinds of clients: the people who like plan in advance for it, and the people who've done every single thing for their business to open, and then like you're the last piece, and they're opening tomorrow.
Yeah. And so at that point, there's no
Not done that opening tomorrow.
there's no like design showcase. They're like, here's my window, go at it. Or do you
Sometimes.
always show them kind of like exactly what you have planned for the facade? It's all.
I typically like to lay out everything.
Okay.
One, because like they should know what they're paying for, because it is so much more expensive than like vinyl.
Sure.
So that's if anything, just for that. And 2, it's good for me to like have a good game plan for it. Although like with some clients, like repeat customers, like sometimes they'll be like, I just need this. I'm like, okay. And I'll just go with just draw it on the wall and do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is.
How long does the paint last?
Long time.
Long time, like
Super
decades.
long time. Yeah,
Okay.
decades.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not like one of those things like Apple iPhones. They're like super nice, but they last 2 years, so you can just
No,
so you can just have to buy another one. And be like, oh, I got to repaint.
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
No,
He's using
no.
shitty paint. It's mostly water.
Yeah, no, the stuff like, I mean, a little half like quart of red is like $35-$40.
Oh shit! Really?
Dang.
What?
Red is also the most expensive color, but like
Okay.
That's why you should
just
do
the
pink.
pigment sourcing.
Okay.
Like, you know, pigments come from natural sources, and
Yeah.
the red ones are hard to get. I don't know.
I'm just realizing how like wild it must be for you to be colorblind and show them what you're seeing, and it's not the same as what they're seeing, and it's not a calibration, right? It's not like a recalibration of like, well, when I see this color, it equals this color. It's that colors get blended, right?
Colors get blended, but also like you have to understand, like, I see color. I've only seen colors one way my whole life.
Right.
And I've been told by people who see color normally that this color is that. And so what you associate this orange to, that's orange.
Yeah.
You're telling me that's orange.
Yeah.
I know that's orange because I've been told my whole life what I see is
Yeah.
orange. I don't
You
get to see
you
it
only
like
know
we
it because
see it
it's a
differently,
it's a
yeah.
but
picture
you
of an
just see
orange.
it differently. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the difference really comes down to, you're right, like when things are blending, I lose a lot of value.
Uh-huh.
And so really that's what I mainly work on, is in how I recognize shades, is through value.
To find value for artists.
Value would be like light to dark, kind of, right? Like a lower value, and it depends on which way you want to define it, but like,
Sure.
like if you have like something with like really good color value, like a difference in color value, that's like black and white, right? Similar values would be more in the middle. So
right.
like
So it's like contrast, sort of.
kind of like contrast.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. When you're walking around, can you turn off, like, I don't know, like when you're walking around, are you observing all these storefronts and understanding like, oh, this is kind of like what they're trying to convey, or like I wonder what the artist was trying to do. Like, do you turn that off in everyday life, or are you kind of always observing?
I think when you start doing this and you're taught the way I was taught, you are like hyper vigilant about looking at everything.
Yeah.
And then you kind of quickly realize that like most signs over the last, like 50 years were just made on computers by
Sure.
guys who were just like knocking them out. And
Yeah.
like there's all these errors and typos and bad design decisions. And ultimately it's just not serving the clients, but it's fast and people just needed a sign.
Sure.
So
hence
like
the vinyl and
and just like a big one is like you see some anytime you see a word or like a list of things side by side, like milk, beer, wine, cigarettes on like a liquor store, and they use a hyphen to like abbreviate them, you'll notice the hyphens are low.
Okay, yeah,
like
yeah.
an underscore.
Like they're lower, right? You would think a
not in the
hyphen
middle.
in the middle would be in the middle or slightly above middle, right?
Uh-huh.
But they're always low.
Oh
It's
my
because when you
gosh,
type them on a
yeah.
computer, the hyphens are always low, and
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah,
take
yeah.
the time to just move it up.
Interesting.
It's like little shit like that you'll always see, and you're just like, I don't know. I would say like more early on, I was like way more. Now I just kind of notice the ones that are good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not
Or
looking
ones
for
that
the
my friends
shitty.
did or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So your business is, or like your income rather, comes from the working with Colossal, the bigger business with the murals and things like that, and then
Yeah.
your own.
That's the smallest part of my
That's the
business.
smallest part of your income, but it's a large company.
Large company.
And then you have your individual business, which is, and is it mostly storefront stuff?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say it's everything. Like I do a lot of restaurants,
Okay.
and I do ice cream places, and I don't know, auto shops.
You do boats and stuff too, right?
I do boats.
What? I didn't know that. I've seen like your guitars. You like posted in our group chat.
Oh,
You're like painting guitars and stuff.
Oh yeah, I just started getting into refinishing guitars.
Yeah, that's really fun.
That's fun. Just like free time and fixing amps and stuff.
Uh-huh. Do you think you'll turn that into a business? Working on
I don't know.
instruments?
There's got to be an Etsy niche for that.
I don't know. I
Yeah, we're gonna see you on
try-
Etsy anytime.
I don't think so, dude. I think that like I for a long time like had a tendency to like try to turn everything into a business
Okay,
or like some kind of enterprise, and I kind of just
Yeah.
want to do it for me.
Guys,
you know?
look, colored paper clips.
Like I
Like, shut up, Seth.
I like buying guitar amps to like broken ones and trying to fix them, and if I don't, I just like fucking give them away or sell
Yeah.
them for what
Yeah.
I got them for, which was like nothing. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's like not everything has to be a business at this point in my
Okay,
life. It
okay.
also adds like another layer. If it was a business, would I even find it fun? You know
Uh,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
totally, yeah.
like I don't get me wrong. I love my job. I love sign painting.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's anything else I could do. However, I'd be lying if I said it was just as like exciting as it was when I started.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And I
Yeah.
think that's just like the natural progression of it.
Yeah,
But
and now you get to turn down offers to just like
sometimes.
make sure you have.
Yeah,
that excitement.
sometimes.
Do you ever like see, I don't know, the facade of a store and be like, I need to fix it because it looks so barren. Be like, this boba shop is boring and cold. Let me
I don't
demand
know.
that they pay me to fix their facade.
I did a lot at first.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
to sell yourself.
I
yeah.
did a lot at first. I used to make flyers and like print them off, and I have just a fucking big thing of like business cards. And
Yeah.
like anytime I would go out around LA or whatever, I would just every store, and like,
Was that worthwhile?
oh yeah,
It was.
yeah. I think that's like the best way to do it
Yeah.
when you're starting.
Mhm,
You know.
mhm.
Because people go on like, and well, especially now, like Instagram was really good for business when I started,
Mhm.
and now it's like
It's none of your business.
N-
I mean,
nothing.
it's great though. I mean, like
I
I love
hardly
your
use it.
sleight of hands sleight of hand signs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just different. You know what I mean? I'm glad I used Instagram when it was good
Uh-huh.
and beneficial.
Are you saying it's because of like Instagram itself? Like there's just like a lot of bloat there, or you're at the point where it's like, oh, I don't need Instagram.
No,
to
I mean
showcase
Instagram
my...
still helps. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like it, especially because like restaurateur people, they all follow each other and like.
Oh, and they're like, let me look
Yeah,
at this
They
guy's
see,
work.
oh, that looks really good. Who
Ah,
did this?
cool,
I'm
cool.
tagged in it. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's because Instagram doesn't really push like still images anymore.
Yeah.
They want
They want
reels.
that video.
They want
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
why
know,
we have a
fucking
video podcast.
editor.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to start doing like
I have them.
hey there,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
painting this. Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
whack.
Dumb little mic.
The work's as if the
Fluffy
work's
mic.
not like time consuming enough. I need to like.
I'll help you out with it, Seth. Yeah.
Dude,
We'll do makeup and
crazy.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Do you do a lot of freehand stuff, if ever?
Yeah.
You do?
Sometimes. I
Okay.
mean, like, I can. That's the most important thing is to be able to do it.
Mhm.
But like, I think most of the stuff now is just like very like pre-planned
Mhm.
and like more like larger full scope stuff. So like, I have a client right now. I mocked it up on a computer. I won't make patterns. I'll probably just like look at my reference and draw it on the wall. You know what I mean?
Why is that? Why would you choose to
Just because
do
I
it for
don't-
some and not others?
it's pretty loose.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like when things are like maybe like really small, like 2-inch tall letters, and like 20 rows of it. I'm not gonna sit and draw all those
Yeah,
letters.
totally.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's not-
Okay.
So it's just like kind of like time and place, correct application.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That
Mhm.
makes sense.
What's the most unique object that you've painted? You painted guitars. You ever paint like toys?
Jeez, I don't know.
Are you getting somewhere with this? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well-
Probably like unique object. We did this like giant like CNC, like it was like I don't know, an 8-foot round giant CNC'd coin.
It's a
It was-
coin?
It was a giant coin for some bar. A CNC manufacturer hit me up for it, and
What
like
is a CNC? What do you mean?
CNC is like a flat bed like router. So you put in like wood into it, or like
Or metal.
or metal or whatever, and
It's a carver,
it chisels. It chisels
Yeah.
out shit. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
but it's
And-
all computer automated.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
That
You
was kind of
painted
cool.
a giant coin.
Giant coin.
Tagging leaves on plants. I don't know. Shit like that.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so the reason we asked is because we need to know when is the last time you let it rip?
What?
I think you and I actually may have talked about this recently. The hit 90s toy Bey Blades.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You were into
Oh,
this, weren't you?
shit.
Weren't you
Yeah,
into this
dude.
back in the day?
Yeah.
This was your shit.
Fucking. You got the Dragoon.
So,
Blue Dragoon.
So
No?
this segment is
bootleg.
he fucking
bootleg
knows.
Beyblades, dude.
He
what the
fucking
hell
knows.
is
He knows.
this?
He
So
knows what
this
it is.
segment is called Bey Blading in the Bay with Bays.
That's right.
And we're gonna have a Bey Blading battle.
I think you're about to get ripped, Johnny, because this guy is like he's legit.
knows, yeah.
He actually knows
He
what's
knows.
up.
But I think my one advantage is this isn't no normal Beyblades.
That's right.
We're buying Chinese knockoffs.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I
of
can
fucking
tell.
Shein.
Pre-tariffs.
You can tell he's a Beyblade purist, and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I want to touch these.
The weight on this is all off. I touched it for 1 second, dude.
I think you can up our game by painting a Beyblade
Oh
on
my
our
God.
Beyblades.
I think you need to paint our Chinese knockoff. Beyblades.
You're the first guest we've had where they weren't like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
So tell us about your history with Bey.
Yeah.
Like he used to collect these, I'm pretty sure.
What?
You could just tell by
Really?
looking at him.
They
Yeah.
were like really big in Ireland, and like when I was like a kid, and like my
In Ireland?
in Ireland. So like that's all I know it from. And then like when I had some like distant relatives come and visit, they like brought these, and I was tripping on them. I was like, I fucking have to have these. They were so cool. And so I remember getting some and bringing them to school, and I had like one of these like arenas stashed in some bushes.
Oh, really?
Outside, and we would fucking
Perfect punk kid.
play for parts.
Oh my god, graffitiing plants and just like in a corner, your own little like
I love that
fighting
you stash
ring.
it in a bush.
Yeah. They're
Because
cool.
there's nowhere else to
Actually,
put it.
after we talked about this, I re-looked them up to see what the new models were. It was pretty
You
cool.
did? Yeah, we talked about this
The
before
Beyblade
I think the
subreddit is
podcast
active.
It's resurfaced.
So good.
Yeah.
I have some buddies in the drift scene out here. Maybe we should get some drifters on actually.
Oh, totally.
And they Beyblade in between.
What?
in between like because you get like some time on the track,
Sure.
and then other people, you kind of turn over and you switch,
Yeah.
and so in between they Beyblade.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people play card games or dice and be like, they Beyblade.
These guys
Okay,
Beyblade,
cool.
yeah,
All right,
so-
so do you want to do
Yeah. All right.
There's no girls at these drifting events.
Clearly
is there?
not.
Mostly older men and teenage
All right.
boys. All right, so we're gonna put it down. Oh, if you
No,
you can
no,
do whatever.
no, dude.
No, this dude,
Shit.
this dude can
No,
do it
what
from
the
across the
fuck?
room.
Okay, Red has never lost. I'll just say that.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and then we scream, "Let it rip,"
All right.
and then we see who wins. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! I don't know. Is that immediate disqualification?
No, dude.
We fucking. That's how you do it.
You gotta stand. Sitting is not the move.
Okay.
All right, show us the
Okay.
real way.
All right.
We'll fucking stand.
All right.
Yeah.
This is why Johnny. This is how the Chinese
Mines
ones
keep
work.
going. Look at this beauty,
All right.
dude. I don't know if I believe you in your
Yeah.
history of Beyblades.
Dude.
That was an insane move.
was
Yeah. You ready?
No. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god! It already fell off. See, this is why we don't buy Chinese knockoffs. Okay.
Do you still have some Beyblades?
Oh. Okay, give me a second as I figure this out. What was that move? You started so high, and of course, it
almost
flew
knocked
off
my
the
teeth
table.
out.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Of course. All right. Ready?
All right, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh my god!
Absolutely shredded. Absolutely shredded.
It's still going.
Just cooked.
It's still going.
The attack
What the
angle.
fuck? How does it have this much stamina?
Is it supposed to be like that? Are they supposed to tear each other apart?
No.
Yeah, if it's poorly
This
designed.
is insane. It's
Yeah.
all in
That was
pieces.
crazy.
This is
He shredded you. Oh my god! I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah,
this
that's
is what
the
happens
way-
when you bring a professional.
That's
I
what
feel
you.
emasculated.
This guy learned from his Irish.
Yeah,
Irish,
we knew that.
Irish long separated cousins. Yeah, no, you like stand up. You like stand up and then you like shoot him in there. Anyways. That's the attack
Crazy.
angle.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
got
the
that attack
angles.
angle down.
Angle.
Wow.
That was great.
I've never been more humiliated
I
in
want
my
to buy
life.
an actual real set of Beyblades.
I think like on weekends we should be Beyblading. Like, what's going on? Do they make really cool arenas?
Yeah, they're
Yeah?
sick.
What are the differences? I mean, they all end up in the middle.
Well, there's some that
You're
have
so
like there's
naive.
the middle and then there's like these like death hole thing pits that you can get knocked
Oh,
into.
sweet! It's like battle. It's like
BattleBots.
BattleBots, dude. I love that show.
Oh, some people. There's some people who live in my building who just took over the warehouse next to us, and they're BattleBot builders.
Are
No
you
way.
kidding me?
Yeah, they build them like
Alright.
like.
Do you know
legit.
these guys?
We need to
'Cause we need to
befriend
get 'em
them,
on.
and then
Yeah.
we're gonna get them on the pod.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're gnarly. They're
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
And then we
Yeah,
need.
they're
then
real
we,
deal, like on the shows and shit like that. It's so
damn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man, BattleBots is the best. I've been wanting to go to the. Whenever you go to Vegas, they have a giant. It's like stadium basically for the
Really?
show. Oh yeah, it's enormous.
Damn.
And I drive every time I drive by it, I get a little boner.
When's the last time you went to Vegas?
Maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Oh,
Do I
yeah?
not seem the type?
Oh no, I just went.
You did.
Yeah, we stayed.
Oh,
at
yeah, you were
medieval,
just there.
Medieval times.
You went to medieval times.
Excalibur. Yeah, yeah. Dude,
Dude,
that was-
yeah, that's
My
mostly
friend-
for children. But
My
yeah.
friend just started doing that. She's the queen.
Dude, for children, those guys are throwing their full-on body weight at each other in the
Oh,
sword
at the-
fighting.
oh, the medieval times thing?
At the actual like medieval times, I'm
yeah.
like, I don't give a shit if it's like. I mean, people watch
No, I
WWE.
love that stuff.
That's like,
Yeah.
I was like, if someone fucks up, like I don't care. That's like a 230-pound like ripped like
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
dangerous.
20-year-old. You know, Gonna fuck you up.
There's a lot of waivers signed. To
Yeah,
do
if he
that
came
job.
at you in the like an audience member, like you're just done.
And they have like
Yeah.
those flamethrower, like the dragon like shoots the flame, and like we were sitting in the dragon section.
Was that is that what you wanted?
But the fire was like you felt it from like
Dang,
deep
really?
in the crowd. I was like, that's pretty fucking.
You were
powerful.
really into this.
Okay.
Less into it than some people, but I was into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
What do you
were you
mean? What were
doing
the
it-
others doing?
Dude. I don't drink, so like
you're just
imagine
like-
a bunch of frat dudes like getting
Yeah.
pumped off like
Was it a bachelor party?
Oh, it was all kind Vegas, all kinds of people.
No, I mean, why were you there?
Oh, friend's birthday party. Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is fun. Did you do anything else there?
A lot of people hadn't been on in Old Vegas, so
Oh, okay.
we went to Old Vegas, and that was cool. I like that area.
I hear it's world's largest television. That thing above you.
Oh,
in
is
the
that what
middle.
that is?
On Fremont
Yeah.
Street.
On
or
Fremont,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool out there.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that area.
My friend, she's an old acquaintance actually, but she used to come to mine and some other people's comedy shows, and she would live draw people while they were on stage, and then she would post it on her Instagram. I was like, what the hell? That's me. Like, she just drew me. She's like super fast, like cartoonish,
Wow.
but
Like
very fun.
caricature.
You can tell who it is though.
Yeah.
And her most recent post, she's like the queen at one of these
Oh, like the medieval
times
yeah.
things. Yeah, she gets all dressed up, and there's the king, and yeah, it's kind of funny.
so
Cool.
Yeah, because there's a whole story, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they do the same story every, for
Yeah.
40 years. That's an old ass hotel.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was charming in its own way.
Sure.
I mean, the entertainment in Vegas is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
don't have
It's
to go there for the
limitless.
debauchery,
Yeah.
right? The gambling. And
That's
the
what I do. I
drinking
go
and
for the shows
clubbing
'cause
and
I don't
stuff.
drink also.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
shows are really cool, right?
Yeah.
Some of the magic shows, Cirque du Soleil,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some that's like clearly catered to, like middle America that like doesn't know what a good show is. Like, I
Sure.
saw David Copperfield, and dude, the magic is just sucked out of that guy because
Really?
he does. Yeah, because he does like 500 shows a year.
Jesus.
Right, so he's doing the same fucking show,
He's
and
like
sure he's getting paid
pigeon,
$100 million.
like,
Yeah,
on his sleeve,
but like you can tell, he's like he has his bits where he has to engage with the audience, and like dude might be drunk while he's doing it, and he like clearly doesn't give a shit.
Wasn't it his claim to fame he made the Statue of Liberty disappear, but all he did was flip around the audience? Like
That's
he
exactly
moved,
what he would do,
moved
yeah.
the stands like the other way.
What?
Yeah, it was like an illusion where he literally is like, I'm gonna make the Statue of Liberty disappear.
God, yeah.
And then he just like literally turned them around.
How did they
without
not
them knowing.
know?
Yeah.
because it's middle America. They've never seen a show, and all this other like mind is blown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna lie, David Blaine would be sick.
Oh
Blade
man, he has a new show out right now, and it's so good. He's like traveling the world and learning magic from like these different remote parts of like Brazil and India. And there's an episode where he sits in a cage with 6 black mambas who will kill you the moment they bite you. And he's just like learning. It's not even a magic trick. It's just fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
a lot of the stuff he doesn't do is magic. Like
Right.
it's just kind of
He reads like old
jackass.
books. He's like, oh yeah, you can create an ecosystem in your stomach by drinking this much water, and then you would just swallow frogs whole, and then
What
he
the
could
fuck?
regurgitate frogs.
He's
'cause they're just
basically
alive in his stomach.
He's basically like the
Savage.
jackass guys,
Yeah.
but like good at
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
yeah.
I fucking love
Yeah,
it.
he's legit.
It's very cool.
Hood magic though.
Hood
The
magic.
hood magic. His early stuff when he's like goes to like Compton and he's
Oh.
doing magic tricks.
Yeah.
The reactions are
Blowing
amazing.
people's
Oh, yeah.
minds.
He gets amazing reactions from everyone, but those are just like
He said his
top
first
notch.
like film was all I wanted to do is focus on everybody's reactions because that's the most important
Smart.
part. Yeah,
Yeah.
is how people are gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the hood. It's way
Yeah,
more
yeah,
exciting. It's
just-
way more
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
Reaction humor is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you when you're in Vegas and there's like a million signs everywhere? Are you overstimulated as an artist?
Yeah.
Does it look just
observing
like
every
Does it just look like trash? Because it's so
I mean,
congested.
they are kind of trash.
Yeah.
If you want to go see like good signs, like in like a context like that, like Reno has way better, cool,
Oh, really?
upkept signage.
Okay.
Oh, I can
Everything
see
in
that kind
Vegas
of
is now
vintage.
like LED.
Yeah.
LED. And
What's your favorite letter to paint or number?
I would say, I don't know. I think like S's are pretty cool. I like the more rounded number
Really?
letters. Yeah,
Of course, you would say S's.
like
For Seth.
S's,
S's, E's,
R's,
T's, and
E's.
H's.
I love
R's
a
are
V.
cool. Not a fan of like doing E's. Too many parts.
Too many parts.
Yeah, too many uppercase E's is too many like little straight line.
Stupid ass
too many
letter.
straight lines.
Who designed this
Yeah.
thing?
I hate this. Do you ever look at a word and being like, "That's not real"? Like that looks so strange to me.
It must be so wild though. Like imagine if he like grew up elsewhere, and like I don't know, like the letters in Thailand, for instance, I think they all start with circles and they all come out from a circle. So most of the letters
yeah.
have a circle in them.
They've got a pretty looking language.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really cool,
Yeah.
but just like how your lettering would change.
Thai sign painters are crazy too.
Yeah.
And the really good gold leaf gilders. A lot of gold leaf, the panels, like it comes from Thailand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you can buy Thai gold here.
So Johnny and I were we got into a bit of a tiff before the show around AI and the art world, and so our wonder is how you feel about the way
Take a drink. it's gonna get juicy and deep.
how you feel about AI and its encroachment or support in your work, and maybe not just your work, also just kind of like you're an art representative right now.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's that deep. I think that like really like
That's what I fucking told you.
people will make a bigger deal out of it, and like
Talk to him.
there'll be like applications where like I think the bigger problem is like these models get trained on real people's art.
Yeah, totally.
Right? And so like you know, but it's not that different than like people who take like references for them, like reference other artists' work at their for themselves. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. You think it's very similar?
Like, it's similar in the sense that like the learning processes that people use these things
Right.
on are other people's, and like that gets like
if I wanted to start getting
wishy-washy.
into
it gets personal because you're like, that looks like my shit.
Yeah.
It's not illegal to paint something like someone
Yeah.
else.
Right.
It's not a direct rip-off.
Right.
Yeah.
There's laws against that, right? And it's more like, I don't know. I think that like I hate to like see like people lose jobs, like illustration jobs. I think that's really probably where it comes into play. Like your graphic designer,
Yeah.
UI app guy in Ukraine might be out of a job because
Right.
AI can do this whole app now and make it motion and like put it through a thing, and then now the game works with this
Yeah.
automated graphics. That sucks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But also it's so far away from what humans can do, like really, that like, you know, shitty products usually fizzle out, and if you're good at what you do, I think you'll be fine.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're not under the impression, I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but that like AI or use of it's going to fizzle out.
No,
Is
it won't fizzle out.
Right.
I just think that like people who are serious about putting out like, you know, strong products will, you know,
will rise.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and like
This just gets rid
like-
of all the shitty
Look,
artists.
like
That's what I mean.
sign
you gotta
painting,
be really good. right?
Computers killed sign painting. People still sign painted. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, you know,
So yeah, is there? This is actually, I think, a
it's
really
not like
good.
graphic design was ever like a cash cow. It would make the majority of people who did it millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's still another
yeah.
job. Yeah, like any other. So I think that's a good parallel. You're saying like digital artwork didn't kill your type of work that you're doing.
I mean, it did put a massive dent in it. Yeah,
Okay.
But people like vinyl, when the vinyl plotters came out, a lot of people just switched over to it because it was easy, and you know,
Dude, what happened to those artists? Like,
a lot of them went and opened up vinyl shops.
okay, they just
they're
move
part
with
of the design process as opposed to like more of the actual painting.
Yeah,
They
like-
move with what the market's looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But those guys, some of them didn't want to do it, and they just stuck to it through that whole,
Okay.
70s, 80s, 90s, and then, it was in the 80s and 90s, it was painting signs wasn't like super lucrative. I'd say it's much more lucrative now than it was in the last like 25, 30 years.
In the same way that vinyl records are coming back?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That people
I
are
think
like,
that's a
hey, I
parallel.
want a more organic.
Tapes. People make tapes again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been
Yeah.
talking about that for our band.
Making
Yeah.
tapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's always like a market for, like people either approach it as a hobbyist or they just want to like feel more connected to things. So like, things like vinyl come out. I think what Dylan and I were talking about when it comes to AI though is
Don't get me started,
he was
Johnny.
making the argument that like, oh, it's just another technological advancement and no different from when computers came onto the scene and probably disrupted a lot of things with art creation. And I think the way I was looking at it is that it feels a little different because now the actual creation of the art is being done by a computer, right, with almost no human involvement. And before it was more like the
Except
computers.
for the whole premise of the thing it's supposed to generate.
Yeah, you can give it a prompt, right? But as you were saying, like sometimes people can't really understand why they like art or like really, kind of map out exactly what the design looks like. So you're essentially having a computer do that for you.
Yeah.
But before it was like computers helped with both like being as another medium for art, right? And the dissemination of art. All of a sudden, if you put something in digital form, you can showcase it to a lot more people as opposed to like just an image, right? A static image or like one.
So you thought of it as like, hey,
medium.
this was a tool in the past, and now it's doing the creative part.
Now it's doing it. Yeah, it's doing the actual creation, and that seems like a huge leap, right? To me, because
It's a pretty big leap.
Yeah.
It's still doing it very poorly. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't-
know how well it will ever be able to do it truly. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think it'll ever, like, it might be possible for some people, those people who don't know what they like.
sure. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The-
But I still think that people who are making stuff that don't know what they like, that don't have the physical skills to do it themselves, they use this, it's passable. I don't think it will ever get to the point where it's like,
organic.
Yeah,
You
I think,
know
I
what
think,
I mean?
yeah, I think human artists will get better from this, right? Because they'll see all this garbage that people like might accept passively, but doesn't exactly evoke anything more, right? And then they can really tap into something unique. So I see human artists getting better because of AI a little bit. It's like, oh, there's some pressure here, right? Because like, but also as the amount of AI slop, just like that hits our Instagram feeds, right? Or like you see out in the wild, like people are going to want better and better and better, right? And I think that's where like the human touch is needed.
yeah.
And
It's
it'll-
also like a big, like AI in general is such like a hot thing right now. It's making a ton of money. People are making a ton of money from it.
Yeah.
And it's being very much forced into people's brains because of that.
Totally. Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. It's all over the
Like,
news.
Yeah, you
It's
can't have a
instant.
phone without
It's
it.
in my phone.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? I've never used it. It's in
Yeah.
there. But like, I don't know. It's useful. I think that like,
Do you use it at all in your own work?
I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Falling behind.
I've used it to craft emails to very difficult people.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
use of
Like,
it.
kill this dumb bitch. No. Respectfully.
Respectfully. Yeah.
Fucking shit like that.
I like that you talk to it the way you would talk to a person.
My girlfriend hates it. She works in AI, and like I've got the Echo at home, and she's like, "Don't fucking talk to it."
But she works in AI.
as a joke.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
What is
Yeah.
she's like scared that like you might develop a relationship with Amazon
That's
Echo?
the running gag. Is
Oh.
that the Echo wants to fucking get to know me better, and some shit. Which it fucking does. Like that's the whole point of it. It's like trying to get to know you to serve you better.
Echo's like, I don't have eyes. What are you wearing?
It's some
Yeah.
weird shit. Yeah.
I used to have an app that when Echoes first came out, that it was like, I don't know, it was like existential app or something. And the whole point was that it would randomly at any time of the day go off and say some batshit crazy stuff. At like 3 a.m.
Oh, dude, it does this. Yeah.
Yeah, at 3 a.m. it would say like it would just start talking to like itself like and the meaning in life is not what you expected it to be. It is death. And it was just like
Now imagine that.
Dylan, I don't think that's a good decision. Be like, what the?
Now imagine that voice wired through a big mouth bass Billy.
No way. You got one of those?
That'd be sick.
No, I just saw that. I just saw it on
so
Instagram.
tight.
There's somebody put like ChatGPT on a big mouth bass. Yeah.
Yeah, they made him talk like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that.
Dude, we need one
So
of
hard.
those.
So you said, so there's two things that you said that stuck out to me. One was like the parallel that AI is a receptacle for taking art and then spitting out quote unquote new art as a result of everything before it.
I mean, it's trained on it.
It's trained on, not unlike humans are trained, where if like, hey, I wanted to paint like my Korean artist friend over here, and I start doing something in its likeness. How is that any different?
Well, it still needs to know. Oh, what your question is, how is someone painting it from a reference different than AI?
Yeah, because I
using
feel like that's what you were
references
saying.
that were scraped from the internet to make something without using a physical reference?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, a human is doing it, and like an algorithm is doing the other one. You're physically using like a tangible thing and like rendering it yourself, whereas like this is using scraped data from the internet and compiling what it thinks you want or only what it knows to, you know,
It's, I guess it's
render
like,
something. It's like a neural pathway. That's what they train them on. Is like the AI is just like neural pathways to like reason, essentially, like in trying to figure out what you want.
yeah.
You know, good systems probably do it better. You know what I
It
mean?
never knows what I want.
Image training and shit like that. I don't know. That's all. These are all buzzwords I know nothing about. But I know they exist.
You sound knowledgeable. Dylan, maybe you're just not prompting it correctly.
I don't think
about
I've
that?
ever
You should
prompted it
ask
correctly.
You should ask ChatGPT how
Did you
to
try
prompt.
spelling it correctly?
Yeah.
No, I
know you're not
terrible
a good speller,
spelling.
so-
I'm gonna type in next like ChatGPT, train yourself on sleight of hand signs and then make
Oh, it sucks at letters.
Oh,
That's
it's
why
can't-
we're
oh,
chilling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
That's why you're
chilling. Yeah,
good.
you're
It
good.
can't
You're
even.
good.
Yeah,
Try a
dumbass
Q,
machine
you
can't
dumb
even
bitch.
spell.
I heard with its the most recent iteration, it's actually like really killing it on letters and fingers now. And it like you could
That was my
it'll-
favorite part of the thing.
That
I
was
loved.
fun.
I
Yeah.
loved seeing all the fucked up fingers.
Yeah.
It looked like
now
Octopus.
now
Like
they're
Futurama
they
lobster
fixed
hands.
they fixed it. They got that, and they got like you can actually get the letters you want out of it, and it's not just going to be like a blob of like things that look like letters.
Oh wow.
Apparently it's gotten better. Yeah. Actually, I have cover your ears. I have a poster for a show that I'm putting on. Oh, that you're going to be in.
Sketch show.
A sketch show that I'm putting on that was almost completely AI generated, and it did all the lettering for it and everything.
Good lettering though.
It's not bad. I'll show you. It's not too bad. Oh, we should show him.
Yeah.
is
What
you're
type of
saying?
font did you use? I bet you used Comic Sans because you think you're funny.
I didn't actually put in the prompt, to be honest with you. And what we fed it was an old Jerry Springer DVD cover to spit this out. What are your thoughts?
Literally Jerry Springer on it.
Oh yeah.
It did all of that.
Yeah, except for the top right corner, it fucked up, so I put my own thing in
You
it.
gave him like photos and names and stuff too.
No? Yeah, we said, hey, this is the name of the show. It's called Trash TV, and it's Jerry Springer. What do you
We're
think?
fucked.
Okay, so it's good, huh? I told you.
This
It's
is
not bad.
good.
It spits out the fucking letters correctly now. It's in a most recent update, I think.
I think you've got to add your face on this or something. Why? Like people are gonna be very confused that it's just
Jerry Springer's gonna be there.
Yeah,
It's gonna be there.
It's like
Sold out crowd. Jerry Springer's here every Tuesday.
false advertising.
I don't know if you know he's dead now.
He died.
I'm pretty sure.
What? Jerry.
No, I watched a documentary about him a
Is
couple
Jerry
months ago.
Springer dead?
Are you asking AI?
Springer died in Evanston on April 27th, 2023.
Oh,
79 years old.
Probably. Yeah.
That's a good
I
age.
think he was probably a net negative for society. If we think about it. But yeah,
brought
keep
me
promoting him
lots-
in your show.
He brought me lots of entertainment as a child and stuff I
Right.
probably shouldn't have seen.
Right.
I'm gonna say positive. I'm gonna say net positive.
Well, you know, there was like a murder that came from one of his shows.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because he would just bring divorcees or people cheating on each other together in the same room,
Aren't
and
they
they would
all
fight, and
actors?
they would encourage them to fight. So he was promoting a lot of violence, right, on his show, and there were cases afterwards where like people would get murdered because of the confrontations.
Is plural? Fact check that.
Yeah, I think there's
Ask AI.
I think there might be a case that I know about. I don't know about cases.
They
I know you
brought
like.
on.
I know you like the S's for K.
I've been doing research, and they brought on the KKK, full hoods and everything onto the
So
stage,
messed up.
and then every
90s were tight.
every black person. That's what I'm saying. Every black
Didn't
person in
give
the
a
audience
fuck.
came up and just started beating the shit out of them, and it looked real. It's crazy, dude. So that's what we're gonna do in the sketch show. I'm just kidding. That might be a little bit much, but that
A little
show,
bit much, yeah,
that
for
show
San
was
Francisco.
that show was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too good.
Wild.
It was too good.
So yeah, we're winding down, but is there anything that you want to plug? How can people find you as well? Anything that you want to share that you're working on?
Don't find me.
Don't find me.
Dude, you just got on a podcast
Don't
with
find
at
me.
least 35
Don't
listeners.
even know
So,
me.
all right, that's it then. Seth Vargas, everyone. Thanks so much, Seth.
Sleight of hands. Check it out. Check out your band. They're pretty tight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ringlet.
Ringlet.
Based off of his hair.
Yeah.
Is the title of the show is because you have curly hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
super cool. Cool.
Mhm.
All right,
Cool.
thanks so
Thanks,
much,
guys.
Seth.
Peace.
Thanks. Bye.